A Shalom, all praises, honor, glory goes to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, elder bishops of Great Millstone, peace and blessings to you fellow brothers out there pushing out this word in truth and in sincerity. It's your brother Chana coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rakakwadash. And this lesson, I'm going to title the lesson somewhere around the lines of a nation or a land established by violence goes down by violence. Okay, a land or nation, a land that is established by violence. Okay, for example, rape, robbery, murder. Okay, oppression, right? It goes down. Okay, it goes out by that same violence. Oh, you know what? I have a couple of scriptures here. Another scripture just hit me. And this just came to me in the spirit. I was just going on a walk, just to clear my mind. And, I would just, this inspiration came to me. Let me search it. Okay, yeah, it's in Baruch. It's in Baruch. I'll bring this out. Okay. Just thinking about how America was established, man. America was established by violence. Okay. The so-called conquistadors, the so-called settlers, the so-called white man, essentially. Okay, which he's known as the biblical Edomites, and it was prophesied that he will come against the children of Israel, which are you so-called Black, Hispanic, Native Americans. And it's in his history of what he's did. You can't refute this. This is non-refutable. This is actual history, okay, that you enslaved people, okay, you took them against their will, you destroyed people from off their land, you killed hundreds of millions, okay, and these are the numbers that you put, you wrote down. Let me just go right into it. Okay, and this is why you're getting hit with so much affliction here in Babylon the Great. Whether it's divisions amongst the people, whether it's this inflation, people violence, people just killing each other, mass shootings. Okay, this is Baruch 4, and I'm gonna start at 30. Take a good heart, O Jerusalem, the Israelites. Okay. The elect of the nation of Israel in particular, for he that gave thee that name will comfort thee. And yeah, it is comforting that we're seeing our enemies fall right before our faces, okay? Because our enemies, they were, they were in joy when they took us down, man. They have fun, okay? They have fun with our women. They have fun, by afflicting us, by putting us to work, by beating us, by they were buck breaking us. They have fun doing that, man. Throwing us off boats, okay, experimenting on us. And nobody came against them and say, no, that was wrong, man. And this is pre-internet. Okay, this is pre-iPhone. Okay, this is before the whole world was connected through the internet, man. So they done a lot of things that are not even really documented. Okay, we can only imagine. Okay, there's horror stories out there. We can go into the history. Miserable are they that afflicted thee, and rejoice at thy fall. And this is pretty much as a whole Esau, Edom in these last days. Okay, as well as the other nations that were confederate. Okay, Moab. And speaking about Moab, man, out there in China. You know what? Let me pull up a video just real quick. Okay. It was in my history. Let me see. Yeah, I think it's here. I was watching a video on China. If I can find it, I might not be able to find it. I'm not sure why it's not here. But China, how they catching pure hell out in China, man. They sent tanks. China, I think it was on Weian or what is that? Cervantes. I think it's that. Give me a second. Okay, let me just type it in. China tanks bank. Let me just type it in. Let me see if I can put, okay, here we go.
As Britain waits for their next leader, China is suffering under the current one, who, as things stand, will continue in the next term. Xi Jinping's China is a saga of nightmares. We told you about their banks in crisis. 4 banks in China recently failed. Depositors fear they could lose their life savings. They have been protesting. Guess what the government did? Unleashed military tanks. You know what they say about history repeating itself? China, protesters, tanks. Look at these images.
See that? That's all I really wanted to show. Okay, but hey, those Chinese, man, they catching hell, man. The Moabites, and they came against us as well. Psalms 83. When you go into it, okay, they've made all type of money off of us. They call us all type of ends and bywords, okay, and capitalize off of us. They come over here. They in our neighborhoods selling us rat meat, old food, discriminated against Jake, Let me read it again. Baruch 4:31. Miserable are they that afflicted thee and rejoice at thy fall. So now we're seeing the misery of these other nations befall them, man. Okay. And the Most High is doing it through, okay, the elites. Okay. Those that are in rulership. They, people are scared that their whole life savings can just be wiped away. Okay, and they sending tanks out there. Okay, because you got civil unrest in all these different countries. Okay, miserable are the cities which thy children serve. Miserable is she that received thy sons. And in particular, we're speaking about America. Okay, because America had all the tribes. Okay, we were afflicted together. Okay, the Northern Kingdom and the Southern Kingdom. Okay, and great atrocities were done to the so-called North American Indians. Okay, the different you'll call I guess indigenous people of Central, South America, North, Central, and South America. The different tribes, whether it's Issachar, whether it's Naphtali, okay, Asher, okay, great atrocities, man. Ephraim, okay, you have Reuben, Gad, okay, as well as Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, man. Great things were done unto them, and nobody, and basically people are saying, get over it, Let's just move on to this new digital age. Everybody has a chance. Look at rappers, look at entertainers. Okay, when there's a big agenda to turn all these so-called black entertainers, merge them into the alphabet agenda, man. Okay, so you got Esau. He's losing his mind. He's getting ready to fight against the government. Okay, he's upset that America's not great anymore. It's getting overrun by illegals. Well, you're illegal. Okay, you came over here and you killed the inhabitants of this land, man, and you took the land. Oh, okay. So who's really in the wrong? You are. If anything, they have more rights to the land than you. Okay, you stole the land. That's illegal, even in your law. Okay, stealing land is illegal. So you don't even go by your own laws, man. Okay, and there's a judgment for that. That's why America is breaking down, and it's going down by violence. Okay, for as she rejoiced at thy ruin, see, and was glad at thy fall. We can go into Lamentations too. How they clap their hands. Okay, they say this is the day that we looked for. Well, let me pull it up. Because contrary to popular belief, man, the nations knew that we were the Israelites, and they hated us. Okay, and they wanted, especially Esau, they wanted to, exact vengeance upon us, and they got their day. They got their day in which they conquered us, man. Okay, and they haven't stopped killing us, right? But now it's time for them to go down. Now it's time for them to go down miserably by violence. Why? It's because this place was established by violence. It was established by blood. You can't refute that. No matter how hurt you feel about it, if you don't like this message, you still can't refute that this land was it was established. You can't say, oh, it wasn't established by blood. It was. In your very history, it says that. Okay? By slavery. That's how America got great, by slavery. And that slavery hasn't stopped. Okay? It's just more technical. It's just more crafty. Okay? Because the so-called black man here in America, they don't have any autonomy. They're under the rule of Esau, Edom, the biblical Edomites. Okay, America. Okay, they have their social security card, they have their birth certificate, as well as you other Edomites. Okay, anybody that's in America, you are a product of the rulers. Okay, you're property. Okay, we weren't sent back to our land and the goods that you stole from us and all that labor. You got how many hundreds of years of free labor? Okay. You got companies in the digital age that are being evaluated and with billions of dollars, and these are new startups. Billions of dollars. How much if you account for inflation, how much free labor did you get, man? As far and pleasures. Because when you have slaves, you're truly blessed. Okay, you can pop your slaves. Okay, the women, you can make them cook, clean. Okay, you can have vineyards and fields. They do all that. You can have them dressing the vineyard. Okay, wine. They making the wine, bottling the wine. That's they're human resources. It's like if you have a business and everybody in that business, say you got 500 employees in that business. And all you have to do is provide them food, okay, and shelter. Okay, and they got to do it. And if they don't do it, you beat them. Okay, so that's basic. I mean, that's 100% profit plus more. And then their children, they have children. Those children are yours as well to do as you please. So Esau had a lot of fun, okay, and as well as you other nations that, partook and had your hand in slavery. All you European nations as well. Okay, none of you nations are exempt. Lamentation 2:15. All that passed by clapped their hands at thee. They hissed and wagged their head at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, "Is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth?" Yeah, because Jacob's in a degenerate state right now, man. And yeah, you got 2/3. They are wicked, but who sets up the society in order for that to happen? Okay, who put the drugs? You said Negroes weren't on drugs. Okay, who put the drug? Why all of a sudden they own drugs? Okay, who allows this destructive music to be played? Okay, you give Jake hundreds of millions of dollars to do that. To put tattoos all over their body, for the women to twerk. You glorify that. You put it on the forefront. Okay, so you make sure that all our nakedness essentially is put on blast. That's you being the devil, the accuser. The word devil means accuser, and you're trying to accuse us to the Heavenly Father when you are the one, okay, that has established a society where sin, okay, against Yahweh Shema Shai is rewarded. And you make sure that the Israelites, of all people, you make sure that they're sinning. Okay, and you embed it in their culture. That's culture. Okay? Verse 16, all thy enemies, because we have enemies, okay? The other nations know that you have enemies. That's why you can't just be marrying into their family, okay? That's why you just can't go into, the land of Iran and set up a business. You can't do that. You can't go into China and set up a business. You can't marry amongst Chinese and get up. You can't do that. You ain't in no political. You don't have no political power around the world. You don't have no voice. You don't have no say so. You're just an entertainer. If you do go to these countries, it's to entertain. It's to play basketball. Okay, they marvel at your talent as far as entertainment, but that's all that you are. You don't really hold any voice geopolitically, man. Okay, you're a tributary to Esau, Edom, and these other nations. Okay, you have to do what they say. Okay, all thy enemies have opened their mouth against thee, and you see it every day. Okay, and their actions as well. Not just opening their mouth saying certain things. They'll call you nigga and Japanese, okay, or Arab, or even those Africans, man. Okay, or they'll just downright just say nigga, man, because they got it from Esau, Edom. They hiss and gnash their teeth. They say, we have swallowed her up. Okay, and this was a secret council that these nations, starting with their elites, because remember, you go into the story of Balaam and Balak, okay? Balaam wanted to, I believe is it Balaam? The king of Moab, he put a curse, okay, he wanted to put a curse upon us. So these nations haven't let up, okay? They haven't let up on putting curses upon us. And our main enemy is Esau, Edom. Remember, when Esau, when he got that blessing, when Jacob got the blessing, okay, instead of Esau, and then Esau got his blessing, he hated Jacob because of the birthright and the blessing. And he said, when the days of my father be fulfilled, meaning when Isaac, his father, passed, because Jacob and Esau were brothers, he said, I'm a slave Jacob. And that hasn't escaped his mind. Okay. It's built into their spirit. Okay. Certainly this is the day that we look for. We have found it. We have seen it. Yeah, that was a conspiracy. The conspiracy theory. No, this was a conspiracy to bring us down. And they have done it. They were successful. But really, it was the Heavenly Father that allowed them to do that. Okay, it was the Lord who put that grievous sore upon us, man. It was the Lord who allowed Esau, Edom, okay, to capitalize, okay, to use us as property, to use us as, a human resource, a slave, okay, and to set up policies to continue to bring us down, to keep us down, to have the woman come against you, to have your children come against you, to indoctrinate your child at a young age, man. You have to send your child to the so-called white man's school, okay, in most cases. And then if you do homeschool them, well, you have to homeschool them according to his curriculum, okay? So, hey, it is a big conspiracy to bring us down, but you know what? Amongst all that, your ass is going down. So none of that mattered, because the Most High, he has kept his grape. Okay, yeah, you got the 2/3, right? You try to destroy some of us even at birth through your pharmaceuticals, through your media. You young Jake, you 5-6 years old, you watching booty shaking videos, you watching the rap videos, the booty shaking videos, because your parents is watching it, or your bigger brothers watch. So that's all you've been growing up, just watching money being thrown, and then you look at your situation, you broke as hell. Like, damn, how do I get it? I gotta act like that. I gotta act like a nigga. I gotta dress like that. I want the woman. I gotta dress like that. If I want the money, I gotta be a thug. Right? Or Esau say, no, don't do that. Go the education. Give me a second. Go the educational route, the business route, put on a suit, go to school, study hard, And that's a big scam as well, man. So no matter what you do, man, the whole system is rigged to keep you so-called blacks, Hispanic, Native Americans at the bottom as a slave class. Verse 33 again, Baruch 4 and 33, for as she rejoiced at thy ruin and was glad at thy fall, we just read it in Lamentations, the 2nd chapter. So shall she be grieved for her own desolation. And you see that now. You see these Edomites, okay, they losing it, man. They losing it. They can't understand how fast America is declining. How stupid people are. Okay, how the government is just plainly lying to you and people are just buying into it. Okay, how they're tricking you. How you know, your infrastructure just is depleted. Okay, shortages. Okay, you got lead in your water. Okay, high prices, inflation, if I didn't say that. Because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax gross. So people hate each other. Okay, you got people just killing each other over, you know, low-level issues. Okay, issues that can be hashed out very, very quickly, right? But people were all agitated. They took the jump shot, so who knows what that's doing. Okay, the death rate here in America has skyrocketed. More people are anxious. Oh, you know what? Let me type that in. I was looking at this the other day. More depression amongst, spelling is bad, youth. Let me do that in the Google. News. This is the Hill. Transgender children, come on, man, are more likely to face mental health challenges. You pushing this transgender agenda, and these people are depressed, man. They have mental issues. They have some of the highest, I believe, the highest suicide rates outside of the military, man. Okay, this is from the N, and this is 3 weeks ago. The MN Political Report: girls more likely to suffer depression and suicide. CDC report. This is only 3 weeks ago. Okay. Crisis help. This is a day ago. Crisis help for youth is now mobile in Utah County. So they got a mobile, crisis, youth crisis van. They, help people with anxiety and depression. That's skyrocketing. And even let me click this because it says even psychosis, which is, hey, that goes right back into the love of many waxing gross. That word gross is psychos. Let me just find that part. Anxiety, depression. Okay, and some of those spirits try to attack us, man. But see, we have, we have the comforter. We have the way to fight, man. These people, they don't have a way to fight. Everything's lackluster. You got to have certain credentials, medical credentials to go in certain places. Okay. The new youth MCOT team responds to a variety of situations, including suicidal youth who are feeling like there is no hope, or highly anxious youth. So you have a society. This is miserable. This is miserable are thy cities, man. Your youth here in America, they're suicidal. Okay, but just remember, a few hundred years ago, hey, those same youth, man, they was in their heaven. Okay, when you came over here, Esau, Edom, okay, when you destroyed the North American Indians, you slaughtered them. You was raping the women, raping the little boys, because we know how you get down. Okay, you didn't have the government. The government, you were the government. Okay, and you did as you please. But now let's fast forward to your end. Okay, now your same youth, they're suicidal. They want to kill themselves. and you're trying to, set up programs to try to help it. You're not going to be able to help that. Okay. This is 2 weeks ago, ABC News. Many black children are dying by suicide, doctor says. Right. Those are the curses. You even got Jake, which, hey, that's a heavy spirit to come upon Jake. Okay. You got so-called black children, okay, turning suicidal, man. That's a curse from the Heavenly Father. Okay. Let's read some more. There's another way The Hill. Depression is likely not caused by chemical imbalance in the brain, study says. And there's always a new study, because I thought depression was caused by a chemical imbalance. So Esau, he just lying to you, man. All right, because when you do have depression, a lot of that is a chemical imbalance. Okay, a lot of it's in your diet, the different things that you consume. Okay, whether it be food, whether it be media. Okay, these people are under a big what was it called? Enchantment. Okay, things are being sprayed in the air. Okay, the children addicted to porn. That puts demons on you, man. Okay, all you see is sex, and then they're being told you can't have no sex. Okay, but they are, and they're doing it with the same sex. So, man, social worker sees more anxiety and depression in current health climate. That's 3 weeks ago. Donald Trump warns U.S. economy could reach levels of Great Depression, and that's part of it as well. Okay, and he's an insider. Okay. I'm done with that. Let me just go back. Let me get my charger. Okay, bear with me. So this place is going out by violence. Okay, I think this might be one more verse here. I'm in Baruch. Let me just see. Right, 34. A couple more. For I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude. Right, America was a place of mirth. Ain't a place of mirth like that no more, man. More people are suffering. More people are anxious. Okay, and I've been told this, from several people, man. Well, I'm anxious of going back to work, or I just don't know what it is. Or more people are getting divorced. Oh, let me type that in. More divorce. This is from January 28, 2021. Divorce rate in America, 35 stunning stats for 2022. Let me go to news. Man who killed his wife and her family in a murder-suicide grew more manipulative, more controlling amid divorce, Laura said. So he didn't want to have it. This is Esau. He killed the whole family. Ex-husband allegedly kills Chicago woman in murder-suicide after she opens up about divorce journey on TikTok. Women in Missouri can't get a divorce while pregnant. Many fear what this means. This place is done, man. It's so much. It's just confusion. Okay. So you got a lot of men just killing their wives, because of divorce. see. Not too much. I don't want to go deep into it. Let me see. You see the black woman. Look at her. She got her eyes shall be evil towards her husband. Most stressed out cities: Houston, number 1 in Texas, number 18 in U.S. So Esau even knows what country, what states are more stressed out. Pregnant in Missouri and filing for divorce. It can't be finalized until the child is born. So, hold on. Divorce amongst lesbian couples or married couples consisting of 2 women continue to rise. So even this whole, even the nasty people, and they even getting divorced. So nothing's kept sacred, not even amongst them. I thought it was all about love. Obviously not. Now they have the chance to tie the knot, and they divorcing. So that's culture, man. More marriages and divorces in Singapore in 2021 with easing C-19 measures. So even this wine has spread across the whole earth, man. Well, women, their eye is becoming evil towards their husband in these different places. I mean, that's pretty much it on that. Okay. Back in Baruch. For I will take away the rejoicing from her great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning. And that's all you hear, man, on the web. Okay. Men mourning, women mourning, children mourning. Somebody has an issue, whether it's with the government, whether it's with this, whether it's with that. For fire shall come upon her from the everlasting, long to endure, and she shall be inhabited of devils for a great time. Yeah, this is after, okay, America is completely destroyed. Okay, this place is going to be filled with desert-like creatures. Let me go into, I'm going to start wrapping it up. Okay. Woe to the oppressors. Okay. Woe to the oppressors. This is the title, that Blue Letter put here. Okay. Micah 2:1. Woe to them, and we know what woe means, right? We know it's destruction. And you can't, and you have to be out of your mind to see the destruction not already happening and increasing and getting ready to just overtake this place. I mean, all the analysts say the same thing. It's done. Okay, it's a precipitous decline. Everything has gotten worse. You can even just say from 2020. Okay, from 2020 to now, things have gotten worse, right? With no hope of getting it better. And you have Esau Edom, he's to blame. Okay, but really this is all part of the story. This is the Most High making right on his promise to destroy this place. That it was going to go out by violence. Okay, the Lord said Esau he shall build, but I will throw down, I will destroy. Okay, so we're seeing the Most High just pick apart. Okay, one industry at a time, one facet of society at a time. Okay, just completely destroy it, from the trucking industry, transportation, to the educational system. Hella people taking their children out of the educational system. Okay, saying it has failed. It has done nothing for us. Even Esau saying that, man. That's how you know it's bad. Esau's complaining about it's not great no more. They want Trump in there. Okay. They look at the health of Biden, man, and this is all deliberate. Okay, because that's a pretty much a manifestation of America. It's on its way out, falling off bikes. Okay, it can't compete globally. Russia, they're building an alliance against America, man, against NATO, and then ultimately we understand through prophecy NATO's going to side with Russia. America's going to be isolated. Woe unto them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. Exclamation mark, okay? When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. This is talking about the elites, okay, of Esau, Edom. They have the power to practice wickedness, evilness, and they covet fields. The whole land of America, well, North, Central, and South America, this whole Western Hemisphere was coveted by Esau, Edom. Okay? And what showed you that he hated us so much, the Israelites, because he went around the whole earth. He went into India, right? He went into China. He went into the islands. All right? He went everywhere, right? Far east. But he left intact all these nations and their heritage. Okay? He didn't oppress them like he oppressed the Israelites. He completely destroyed the Israelites, man. Okay? The Hawaiians, they still have their even though Esau, he has them tributary, right? He's in their land. But the Hawaiians still know who they are. They still have some type of culture. You Israelites, you don't have nothing. Okay? You literally don't have anything. And what you think you have, you don't really have. Okay? So he went into China. He didn't completely destroy the China. He makes deals with the Chinese. Okay? But you Jakes here, you so-called Indians, what did he do with you, man? He destroyed you. He beat you. Okay? He raped your woman. And he said you better not speak that language. Okay? He divided and conquered. All right, and now, do you even see Indians? And when you do see him, he beating the drum or he drunk. And they covet fields and take them by violence, see? So this is definitely speaking about the oppressor, Esau, Edom. Okay, everything's lined up according to biblical prophecy. He's being exposed. And houses and take them away, so they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. Right? In our heritage, we have certain laws, statutes, commandments that we follow by. But we can't even fully implement those things, man. Because he oppresses you in your own house. He oppresses you in your own heritage. You got it to the point to where we call ourselves Israelites. That's looked down upon. We're extremists. We're black identity extremists. So what are we? We're black. Are we black? Are we African American? All right, cool. What part of Africa? It's all flawed. They don't want to bring up those questions because they can't answer them because they will have to tell the truth. Okay, so we're definitely the Israelites. Now, on the other hand of that, you got our people that don't subscribe to being an Israelite. That's totally fine. That's okay. That's prophecy as well. They won't. Okay, nevertheless, hey, everything's laid out. Everything is clear. Everything makes sense. Okay. They're you try to put your foot down in your house, and the cops. If your woman called the cops, man, hey, you out of there. Okay, and more Edomites are getting the cops called on them for their woman, man. So they suffering. Oh, let me bring that out. They suffering those same curses, baby. Okay, those curses are coming upon Esau now. And they're going to come upon Esau in their perfection in the kingdom. Okay, when he's completely brought down. But in the meantime, we're literally watching the Most High deconstruct America. Okay? Everybody's sick. Okay? In their bodies and sick in their minds, first and foremost. Nobody knows what's going on. Okay, you got the false prophets, they hear. Okay, you got the scoffers, they hear. And you got the wicked, man. Okay, as well as the righteous. So everybody's in a lot. Deuteronomy 30:7. And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thy enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. So the so-called white man, he's our enemy, as well as the other nations, and 2/3. But somebody that would put you in captivity and beat you, rape you, rob you, okay, change your heritage, change your language. Okay, man, we can go all day long into all the nasty things you damn devils have done. Okay? And you ain't going, you know what you did. You know you the devil. You know that. And judgment's coming. Okay? Just get ready for it. Judgment's coming on all. Well, can't you see your society? Can you see everything crumbling in front of you? Okay, it's not even like it's a secret anymore. It's literally happening right in front of you, right in front of your eyes. And we're all watching it. Okay, because Babylon is a spectacle. There's a scripture on that. Okay, a gazing stock. I think that's Nahum. Let's bring that out real quick. I think it's 1 or maybe 3. Let me just look at it. I just want to kind of go to the point. That'll be Nahum 3. Right. Nahum 3 and 5. Behold, I am against thee, said the Lord of hosts. Right. He's against, okay, America, man. I believe this is going into Nineveh, but it's really speaking about in the spirit America, because America comes in the spirit of these ancient societies. It's all coded. Okay. Behold, I am against thee, said the Lord of hosts. I will discover thy skirts upon thy face. Yeah, you're being found out to be the Edomites. The biblical Edomites, in which the Most High doesn't have any mercy upon you. He's going to destroy you. And I will show the nations thy nakedness. Right. You got China talking about, the different, I know China did an ad. It was like a commercial, but basically clowning America. I probably could search it and get it, but basically, talking about food crisis. Hold on. Let me see. Might be able to pull it up. Or they probably took it off of they probably took it off of YouTube. Hold up. Okay, I can't find it. I ain't gonna even try to look for it, but pretty much hold on, let me see. Just click. Nah, I don't want to even show the video because you know how this man get down. But basically, China roasting America, talking about there's people starving in America, man. Okay. The whole world is seeing your shame. These nations believe that there's a mass shooting everywhere. That's all they see on the news. Or there was a mass shooting in America. America's getting dangerous. Okay, more gun violence. Okay, it's going out by violence. Why? Because it was established by violence. So Yahweh Shimon Shai, he's against you, Babylon the Great, America, you Edomites. Verse 6, and I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and will make thee vile, and will set thee as a gazing stock. So the whole world, all eyes on America. Okay, because when you're destroyed, it's going to be televised. And also it's going to be felt and seen. You're going to see the smoke. You're going to feel the earthquake. The whole landmass of America is getting ready to be destroyed. And all these nations are preparing for war. While you Americans, you Babylonians, while you're, partying, I guess, partying or at home crying, anxious, high level of anxiety, depressed, just sitting on the TV, on the couch, watching TV. That's all you can do. Eating Hot Pockets, ordering pizza. Okay, because you are what your diet is, as well as you're just consuming this bullshit media. You're on TikTok. The only like you got these people that be on social media and these TikTokers and all that. and they show you an image of how great they're living and lavish they're living, man, it's all cap. Okay, they are completely, depressed, suffering all type of ailments. Okay, just ready to kill themselves, man. This is Sirach 10. No, I don't know why that's Sirach 10. Sirach 10:8, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit. See? The kingdom is translated from one person to another. Violence. Because of all these, because of violence, the kingdom's getting ready to be transferred. To who? The Israelites, man. The meek, the poor, the humble. Okay, starting with the elect. And then from there, all Israel's going to be, joint heirs in the kingdom of heaven. And you Edomites, you're going to be at the bottom. You're going to be the slave, right? You thought it was all good, man. You was living it up, man. You was having nothing but fun. America was a dream. It was the best thing. It was the best thing going, man. But now it's turning into living hell. Okay? You got people stocking up. You got Edomites prepping. They're literally prepping for the collapse. They're literally prepping for a zombie apocalypse. Okay? You come on, man. Every Edomite's supposed to be doing great, man. They supposed to be doing so good, it's ridiculous. Let me just bring this last scripture out. Where is that? Right, let me just read this last scripture. Revelation 18:21. And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all. See? So we understand that America was founded by violence, right? Babylon the Great, and it's getting ready to go out by violence. Thus said the Holy Scriptures, thus said Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay, that's the way, that's how things work. Okay, you push out a certain energy, you're gonna receive, okay, that same energy really times 2. Okay, that's how the Most High does it. He gives you a reward. He doubles your reward. So it's just nothing but, hey, just think of all like, when Esau came over here, man, all the killing he was doing, and just think how troubling that was. Well, it's going to be nothing in comparison to how this man is going to go down, man. Okay, he's going to go down by violence, man. Ultimately, the thermonuclear missiles, those millstones. Okay, and he's going to be ground and burned into pieces. Hey, shalom to the elect.